Hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching from. My name is Olufunke Tobilobo Jelabi, and I'm so excited to be on this program this morning. And I want to say thank you to everyone for watching. Thank you to everyone for joining today. And if you're watching this for the first time and you're wondering what is happening, this is Hope Series with Olufunke. And what is Hope Series with Olufunke? It's actually a platform, where I invite different people to talk about themselves, uh, in order to encourage everyone how they're going through one thing or the other, not to give up on their dreams, whatever your dream is, whatever things that you want to achieve, whatever your purpose is, trying to encourage you not to give up on your dreams. That sometimes there's always a challenge, and we go through different things in life at different stages. So what matters is, the spirit not to give up, uh, the spirit not to give up on your dreams, and the ability for you to remain calm in whatever challenges you're going through, your ability, to say, no, I'm not going to give up, and to keep hoping, to keep dreaming. So thank you for joining, and you're welcome once again. And I remain your one and only Olufunke Tobilobo Jelabi. It's been a long time here. Okay, so I'm going to actually wait for few minutes for people to join. If you are joining, please, you can kindly share this link. Let somebody share, because the topic we're going to be discussing today is actually an amazing topic. This person that I'm inviting today is going to be, because I've had a lot of people asking me that they want to have an NGO, they want to do stuff. How do I begin? How do I start? So this is someone who is actually doing something great in the society. And I felt that is actually in a very good position to tell us what particularly, he has faced or is facing, and how he's been able to, actually overcome whatever challenges that he has faced or is facing in becoming whatever he is today. So if you are joining, thank you so much. And please kindly share the link, tell somebody to tell somebody. The topic we're going to be, really discussing is chasing dreams against all odds. When we talked about chasing your dreams, I want to become this, I want to become that, I am this, I am that. So how do you chase that dreams? Some we have challenges, right? We have a lot of things that might want to stand as barriers to becoming whatever we want to become. We have things that make us cry. We have, despite that, some of us never actually gave up despite all challenges that we faced. So I don't want to talk too much because I want to hear from him directly. So if you are joining, please relax and invite somebody to join. And I'm sure that you're going to have an amazing time today. So, okay, before I talked about my guests, I'm just going to wait for a few seconds so people don't miss the key points of this uh, program today. Uh, okay, so when we talked about chasing dreams, one of the things I realized is every dream placed in our hearts has a purpose. And I believe so much in God that no matter whatever dreams you have, is with the help of God that you can be whatever you want to be. Because the truth is, there are a lot of dreamers, there are a lot of people who has purpose. So I believe with the help of God, you can be whatever you want to be. And there's one thing I want us to know, that no dream is too big or impossible to achieve. So some said, oh, I am this, my family is currently going through issues, my family does not have the money. As long as you have it in your heart, as long as this dream is captured in your heart and you can see it, I believe you can achieve it. So quickly, I will introduce my guest because he's been he's been here. Good morning. Good
Okay,
morning.
good morning, everything. Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah. So I will quickly read his profile before we just go forward. Sorry, 1 minute. Okay, so his name is Sijuade Akinyemi-Eshilokun. Am I right, please? Okay, Eshilokun. Okay, is a public health administrator, community development strategist, public servant, and humanitarian. He is the founder and executive director, Health Volunteers Nigeria Initiative. This is an organization committed to enhancing healthcare in underserved communities, hard to reach areas, and among Nigerians with low income. Sijuade serves on the board of three non-profit organizations working to better the lives of young people in Nigeria and Africa. He is the immediate past vice president of the African Changemakers Initiative, Nigeria chapter. He currently serves is currently served as the secretary, Lagos Community Youth Development Initiative, Mushin Local Government Chapter. Serve as the Nigeria management team of the Young African Leadership Forum, YAF, and was the inaugural deputy coordinator of the Young African Leaders Initiative, YALE, Lagos. Oh my God, this is really okay. I'll continue, right? So, and the Young African Leaders Initiative Lagos Community Health Award in 2019. Wow, for initiating life-changing projects that improve the health outcomes of people in the grassroots. In 2020, it was also recognized by Opportunities Up as one of the top 100 most influential young people. This is amazing. So, actively volunteers for various charitable organizations, in some of which he holds strategic positions relating to community organizing, planning, and project management. He is the author of the book I Don't Waka Up. I Don't Waka
I
Up.
don't wake up.
In okay, I don't sorry, what am I saying? Okay, I don't wake up. Okay, so this book is about personal life experience to help other young people navigate life and make sense out of it. When he's not working on or volunteering, he reads, play board games, or engage in meaningful conversation. This is really amazing.
Thank you so much for having
Seriously,
me.
you're welcome. You've really done a lot. You've really done a lot. So, um, let me start with this question, right? I want to start with your background, and I think that would be the best place for me to start so that at least people will know where you're coming from. Because, the idea of people is that, okay, sometimes before you begin your dream, sometimes before you actually launch out, you have to have everything in quotes. So sometimes people believe that and they tend to wait, keep waiting, keep waiting, keep waiting, keep waiting. And sometimes the dreams never even come to reality because they felt they don't have enough. So now we want to know your background. So can you share a bit about your background and what inspires you to get into community development and public services?
Okay. Thank you very much for having me once again. So, first of all, let me add that while reading my profile, you mentioned that I served team of Young African Leaders Forum. So I want to say that as at yesterday, that status has changed, right? So I've
Okay.
become the Secretary General for the Young African Leaders Forum as at yesterday.
Wow.
So that's thank you so much.
Congrats.
My work
So
now
many, how
transcends.
so many
So my work
stuff.
now transcends beyond Nigeria, and I'm working across Africa, connecting young people across the African continent to make meaningful impacts on the continent. So let me now dive straight into the question. Like, so, what's my background? Like, so for me, I'm somebody who was raised in a middle income family. Because both my parents were civil servants. My father is a civil servant, my mother is a civil servant, and I think that's that's an amazing thing because for everybody who knows how Nigerian civil service is, you wake up morning, just go to work, come back, and it's not like the income bracket is tax encouraging. You know what that means. But
Yeah.
regardless, I think that I had one of the most interesting uh, times growing up. Right, so I was born in Lagos Island, which is
Yeah.
one of the earliest communities in Lagos, and I grew up in Mushin local government, which which is very notorious. Right, so Mushin is notorious for many things, notorious for thuggery, notorious for drug abuse, notorious for violent crimes, notorious for like virtually everything Mushin has been notorious. I'm glad that the narrative is changing now because we have very many brilliant minds that have come out of there and now doing great work to change the narrative. So I grew up in Mushin, in that environment, and I want to say that the role of parental upbringing has kind of helped to navigate the storm in that environment where you have your peers uh, into drugs, you have your peers virtually into all of the different vices around. Like so, I want to say that the role of parental upbringing has kind of helped to shape how we did things, how we perceive things growing up, and somehow I'm one of the
Mm.
people who have found myself lucky, all right, or blessed to be able to make meaningful impact out of the vast majority of people that have found themselves in that one chance bus of probably drug abuse, or probably violent crimes, robbery, and all of that. So let me move forward to say that right from my childhood, I've been a very inquisitive person. I like to find out why everything's happening. In fact, there was a time that I had to pick up a radio set, right? And I was trying to look for who was speaking in the radio. So I turned it upside down. I tried to find out, like, this person speaking in this radio, where is this person? So I grew up with that kind of inquisitive mindset. So as I continue to grow, I discovered that this inquisitive mindset has made me question virtually everything that happens around me. So if I see something that is supposed to be happening in my community and it's not happening, I try to question why, right? And the whys never end because when you answer that first why, I ask you why
Yeah.
again. So if you say maybe fund is not available, I say why is the fund not available? So I continue to ask why,
Yeah.
and the whys never end. So because I'm somebody who continues to ask why, so I discovered that somehow young people around me were also young minds began to like take interest in me. They began to take interest in the things that I say, the things that I do, and all of that. So somehow I found myself becoming a person of influence because I question things a lot. So I found myself becoming a person of influence. And there was one particular time that I remember
Mm.
where we had a community problem relating to water supply. Right. So it was I think about years about that the last had water supply in the community and people had to go to strenuous measures to get water. So at one point, I just told myself that this thing has to stop. Like, we must find a solution to this problem. And I began to talk with other young people around me, and they were like, we don't have money, we don't have this, we don't have that. I said, well, let us have the will first. If we have the will, we'll find a way. So I began to mobilize other young people around me. And before you know it, before you know it, they all got into the vision. And we started mobilizing people, we started mobilizing the community. And I can tell you that that single effort made the politicians who were supposed to have fixed the problem come to the community to fix the problem when they saw that young people have mobilized themselves. So, and I think that if everybody takes up responsibility, if everybody takes charge to say, okay, we are not going to keep quiet and allow things to go the way they should not go, that things will now happen for them. So that's more like my background story. As for why we started the Volunteers Nigeria Initiative, right? So sadly, I lost my elder brother to malaria-induced anemia, and
Wow.
it's one sad event in the family. So the passion to ensure that we do not have other families grieving from the loss of their children, from the loss of their loved ones, especially from diseases that are preventable and treatable, actually moved me to say, okay, let us begin something that will be able to change lives. So that's the background of the story.
Wow, that is the last one part is actually very touching. I understand. And should I say sorry for the loss? Okay, so I get the fact that, um when you are doing things in society is actually sometimes very, challenging to begin, because you need financial support, you need a lot of stuff. So as this initiative is concerned, and personally now aside initiative, because I have an NGO, so I know the way things runs. I know sometimes how many years now for your initiative? How many years now?
It's 7 years now.
7 years. That is amazing. And you've been doing this, you didn't, because I have an NGO, and this year we are 12 years. So I know sometimes when you try to do stores, and there will be challenges, there will be a lot of things that is going to be drawing you back. So we want to know, because some of us believe that, okay, when there is challenges, I'm doing this thing for the society. It's not as if I'm being paid for it. It's not as if, in fact, I'm using my money for it. So why should I continue? Why should I kill myself on something that is not even, you understand what I'm saying? So I want to know what are the challenges you face, so that in case anyone who is about to start, or in the middle of actually giving up on that stuff, on what he or she is currently doing, can say, okay, now this person is facing the challenge I'm actually facing. How were you able to also, overcome this challenge?
So thank you very much for that question. So this is a question that I get asked a lot of times. And I think that the number one challenge that I've encountered and that many other young people encounter when trying to do something good is the challenge of people. The challenge of people. So
Mm.
the challenge of people not seeing the things that you see, the challenge of people
Mm.
not understanding from your own perspective, the challenge of people not even identifying the problems that exist, the challenge of people not even knowing why you should be the one to solve the problem. So they continue to ask you, why is it you that wants to solve this problem? Why do you feel so passionate about this problem? Why can't you just leave this problem for government or somebody else to solve? And this thing continues like that. So I want to say that you should know how to tell your story. Knowing how to tell your story
Mm.
can help you get the right people on your team. Right? So learn how to tell your story. Learning proper and appropriate storytelling skills can assist anybody to getting the right people on their team. So if you know how to tell your story right, you tell your story from a place of where the problem is, and let them see the end even from the beginning. Let them see the end. Let them see that, okay, if we do this and this and this is the end result of it. So before they start, they have already seen the goal. They know where the impacts. They know where the impacts will be. They know the problems and what exactly you are solving. So I want to believe that being able to do that helped me personally to get people on the team, right, who are equally passionate to do the work. So this is more like the most challenge. So a lot of people also talk about funding, right, which yes is a challenge, but I see it as secondary. I see it as secondary because when you really want to do the work, when you are really passionate about doing the work, the funds will come. Right? The funds will come from you being able to push, you being able to drive. Right? So for me, what I did with my organization is that when we started with the founder being the person directly funding the organization and all of that. Right? Because well, with time, we grew into say, okay, let us look for donors, we did crowdfunding and all of that. But somehow we discovered that all that was not enough. Then we continued to sell our story properly to our volunteers, right? So selling the story properly to volunteers now ensured that we had a lot of volunteers who properly keyed into the vision and were ready to do beyond just going out for events or outreaches to even supporting the organization financially. Right? So we moved from a completely volunteer-driven organization into a membership organization where people now subscribe to be members of the organization. Right? So they are still volunteers, right? But we regard them as members because they now subscribe to being members of the organization with money. So this is all about passion, but I tell you, passion is just not enough. You just have to put in the work, continue to put in the work until you get the results.
Thank you so much. So, if you are just joining this show, my name is Olufunke Tobulobo Chelabi, and most of you know me as Olufunke Folorenshaw, right? Okay, so and today we're talking about chasing your dreams despite all odds, against all odds, chasing your dreams, becoming that person you want to be, no matter what the challenges is. And today we have someone who is amazing, someone who has, you know, has everything and everything in me. I meant, is a founder, humanitarian, he has gotten a lot of awards, 3 boards of members. I'm not even that. Okay, so I'm just trying to say that this man that you're seeing here is someone who is actually very, very great. And for me personally, I would love to keep this contact with him even after this program, because I can see someone that is great and even great beyond what he can see himself. So we've been talking about his background, and one of the things I've been able to establish is that it's not as if he's born with silver spoon. It's just a man who has a passion for what he does. It's just the one who has a purpose, a dream, and he just kept it at his heart. And yeah, that dream, that purpose has been driving him since when he started 7 years ago. So he's the founder of an initiative that deals with health. When it comes to health, we have different NGOs, we have different organizations. So he deals with the health. And one of the things he said is that, when we talked about having obstacles, how to sell your story is really very, very, very important when you want to start whatever things you want to start, either business, having an NGO, whatever things you want to have, pursuing your dreams and purpose. How to tell your story is really, really very important. Now, if Probably you are saying it's not an NGO you want to start, it's not a business. I have my dreams, I want someone to sponsor me in school, and you just walk to someone and you tell your story in a way that it's like this guy is here to beg, or this guy is here to, so that storytelling is really very, very important. It is not when you want to actually establish something, maybe you want to have an organization, that storytelling is important. When you want to pursue your dream, whatever dreams you want to pursue, storytelling is very, how you present yourself to people, how you tell people, okay, I need you to help me, I want to do this, I want to do that, I need this, I need that, is so important. And that is one of the things is being able to establish. If you want people to get involved in what you do, either volunteers, either whatever things, whatever vision that you want to do, it's important that you tell your story very well. So we are going to be moving on to the next question. And the next question I would love to ask is, okay, were there moments when you felt like giving up? Because personally, I told you that I have an NGO, which is even 12 years this month. There has been moments that I felt, see, I think I think it's just enough. I think I should just face my family. It's not as if I have so much money. It's not as if I have money somewhere. And it's not as if the donations is coming, sponsors are coming. Like you said before that, when you start something, you have to be using your own personal resources and everything. So I kept using my money. And at a point I felt, I think, because number one, people might not even appreciate what you do in the society, and you felt like, I think I'm not being appreciated enough, I'm not being given that kudos enough. So I want to hear your side.
But there are moments that I felt like giving up. Many moments. Many. In fact, there were points that I had to tell myself that I was going on leave. Like, so so it's not like I needed anybody to approve a leave or something, but there are just those moments. But the truth is, the moments when they come, that's why it's good to uh, have people who are supportive around you, because
Mm.
all of the things that we do affect us in the ways.
Oh, I think we actually lost him. Okay, so thank you for joining. Thank you for watching. I can see a lot of people. Olumide Oyatokun, thank you. Tunji Alabi, thank you. Remi Ajimisin, thank you so much. Thank you all. Please kindly share this link. Kindly share this platform. Share to people that you think should listen. What we are talking about today, he's chasing your dreams against hot odds, against whatever challenges you might be facing. And one of the things I want every one of us to understand is, definitely there will be challenges, there will be obstacles, there will be barriers, that will feel like, I do not belong here. That will make us feel this is not the right place for me. That make us feel, I think I'm pursuing the right thing. I mean the wrong thing. So, but when you're at that point, what actually matters most is your ability to say, no, I am here for a reason. I am never going to give up on whatever things that I am doing. And that is where having this hope is all about. Having this belief about yourself, having this hope is very, very important. You don't want to lose your hope when it comes to having hope. Hope is all about having belief, keep trusting despite all challenges. Keep trusting, keep believing, keep having that faith that I am going to be that thing that I want to be. And I said that at the beginning of this, show, that I know that there's definitely, every dream placed in our heart has a purpose. And I trust God that whatever things that you want to be in life, whatever things that you want to achieve, whatever purpose that the Lord has placed in your heart, that you can achieve it as long as you do not give up. It's just, the timing. It's just the timing that might be different. But trust me, you will be that person if you do not give up. So I've there has been a guest, I think is network trip off, so it's gonna be back very soon. And he's been talking about how it started. Some of you have chatted me up. How do I want to be, how do I want to establish my own NGO? How do I want to start my own stuffs? Whatever things that the Lord has laid in your heart, whatever purpose that you think is been placed in your heart, you can start. It doesn't matter the finance, it doesn't matter where, and that is one of the things we've been able to establish. He's been doing his stuff initiative for the past 7 years, and it's not as if he's been born with silver spoon. No, he doesn't have it all. But one of the most important things is that he's been able to start. And when it comes to starting, when it comes to achieving your goals, the right timing might not be available. You might not have the right resources. Some of us, we say, I want to have the money, I want to have the whole money, I want to have this, I want to have that, I want to put things in place. But whatever things the Lord has placed in your heart to do, you might not have the right resources to begin it. So there's always a place of you starting small and growing bigger. Always a place of you starting small and growing bigger. So one of the things that I will also emphasize is the size of your dreams must always exceed your current capacity to achieve them. So if you have a dream that okay, for example, if you have a fund that is like £100 or so, and your dream should definitely exceed that amount, and that is what is called dream, that is what is called purpose. It is always seems impossible until it is done, and this is said by Nelson Mandela. It is always seems impossible until it is done. Whatever dreams, whatever things that you have in your heart to do, you can achieve it. You can achieve it. And one of the things he said, when he was talking about his own personal story, is the fact that there's always a place of storytelling. When you need someone, when you want to establish whatever things God has placed in your heart, there's always a place of storytelling, how to get people involved in what you do, how to make people understand that no, you actually can do it. This is one of the things that you have. And when we're talking about the challenges, barriers that we face, I think he tried to send me a few minutes. I would love to have him back. Okay, I'm trying to add him back to the. I don't know why the trip of the other time, so I'm trying to add him back. Okay, I'm trying to add him back. Okay, so one of the things, if you are just joining, this is Up Series with Olufunke, and today we're talking about chasing dreams against all odds. And I want to say thank you for joining. Thank you to everyone. Tosin Akinyemi-Eshilokun, thank you so much. Who else is here? Okay, Oluwaremilekun, thank you so much. Thank you so much to everyone. Luluashe Joseph, thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, Blessing Taloju, thank you so much. Thank you everyone for joining. I really appreciate it. So we're talking about chasing dreams against all odds. And we've talked about the fact that you can achieve whatever things that you set in your heart. You can be whatever things that you want to be. And there was a guest who actually was here before now, but I think it's network, and I'm trying to bring him back. Okay. I'll try bringing him back now. Okay, you should be able to join directly from this. I think you should be able to join. We should be able to join because it says invitation has been sent, so should be able to join. So, Mr. Sijuade, just you can let me know what is happening so I can know. But I think you can join because, yeah, thank you. It's coming back now. Okay, and one of the things we've been able to establish is the fact that money isn't even an issue when you're trying to pursue your dream. And there will always definitely be barriers. I have an NGO which is 12 years this month, and I know the challenges and everything. When you try to um establish something new, I know the challenges, whether when it comes to business, NGO, whatever it is, having your dreams, pursuing your dreams, it's very, very challenging. And one of the challenges you will face is people. And he said that people won't believe in your dream. They won't believe in that thing. When you say you want to become this, and you say you want to become, people won't believe it. It's you. And that is where it's very important to actually know what you want, to actually have that vision, that goal, that image, see that image. And one of the things that has helped me is, having that picture in my heart, having it in my heart, and guiding it so much in my heart. And that was one of the things that has actually helped me. So as individual, we must, guide our goal, because people won't believe in it. When you tell people, they feel like, what's this person saying? I don't think this person knows what he or she is saying. She doesn't, people tend to value you based on the current situation. People tend to value you based on the current situations, based on what they can see. But it is very important for you to see beyond your current situations, to see beyond what just ordinary people can see. You might be, somewhere in, probably, let's say, Ajegunle. For people who don't, live in Nigeria and don't know Ajegunle, it's it's a kind of area that, okay, it's not a very rich area, let me put it in that way. And that kind of place, you might be in that kind of place and see yourself abroad, see yourself, moving through, in Africa or the world, getting, it just depends on what you see about yourself. So it doesn't matter the current situation. It doesn't matter where you are currently. It doesn't matter where people think. It doesn't matter where people think you are currently. What matters is what you see about yourself. What you see, that is what actually matter, and that is what determine where you are going to end, where you are going, the direction of your life, the purpose, what you see about yourself. So it doesn't really matter your current situations, where you are, your location, whatever it is, whatever barriers you're facing right now, but what matters is what you can see. I'll try to bring him again. Okay, I think he's adding up again. What you can see, and that's one of the things we are also been able to establish. Okay, so I pray it comes up soon. Okay, I think it's coming up. Nigeria network.
Okay. So I had
So
So I had a bit of challenge at that time, and I've been
it's
trying to
network,
rejoin.
right? Is it network?
I don't know. Facebook just threw me out, and it keeps saying the app
Oh,
closed down, the app closed down.
oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I was
So,
actually trying to add you to it. Was saying I can't send requests again. So
so good to be back.
welcome back.
Thank you so
Thank you so
much.
much. Yeah, welcome. Okay, so we've been talking, if you are just watching, we've been talking about chasing your dreams against all odds. And it talked about the story, and I've actually tried to summarize everything we've talked about before now. So we'll just quickly move forward before Facebook actually throw him out again or even throw me out. So we'll move to the next question. Okay. I'm going to be asking this next question under the sorry journey and challenges, which is what role has mentorship and networking played in your journey?
Hmm.
Okay, let me expand because people are at home. Um, there are people like us who actually love to um be under some people. Like, okay, when we talked about mentorship, we have a lot of classes, a lot of programs, um a lot of stops, especially online, and you see mentorship classes and every other things. So I just want to ask, because i've 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 met people who felt that they don't need mentorship, and I've actually met people who felt mentorship is good, is good. If you want to make it, if you want to go very fast, you should be under a mentor. So, and I've met people who doesn't believe in it. So, what role has mentorship and networking played? So now it's two questions: mentorship and
Mentorship.
networking. What role, yeah, as you know, have they played in your journey?
Okay, so let me start with mentorship,
Okay.
right? So uh, a, me a mentor is like an adult, right, who is trying to support a toddler who is trying to get his feet to walk. So toddlers, when they want to walk, they learn to walk. So at
Yeah.
first they try to stand, they stagger, they fall, and all of that. So where an adult now comes to support that child to say, okay, this is how to walk, and then helps the child to continue to walk steadily. So that is who a mentor actually is. Right? So the role of mentorship cannot be underplayed by
Mm,
anyone, because mentors offer support, mentors offer you guidance, mentors offer you the strength, the mental strength to keep at it, even when things appear to fall apart for you. So
mm,
for me, I've had different mentors throughout my journey. I've had different mentors, and I think that it's good that other young people consider having mentors. So sometimes the people you desire as mentors may be hard to reach.
mm,
For instance, you look at somebody who you think is influential, you want this person to mentor you, but the person, you cannot even reach that person, or the
mm,
person does not have. Sometimes we have that kind of challenge, but
mm,
where we have that kind of challenge, mentorship can come in different forms actually. So when you have the challenge of reach, you may now decide to look at the option of available resources. So if a mentor, for instance, has books that they have written, right, you can decide to go get their books and try to navigate your life along with
mm,
the guidance in the books. Right? So that is
mm,
still mentorship, if you would ask me. Right? So
mm,
so a lot of people believe that because the people that they feel want to, that they aspire or they look up to be their mentors do not have time. They think that that is the end of mentorship. Right? So
mm,
for me, mentors, mentors. I have mentors, not one, not two, not three. I have mentors for various aspects of my life. And I have a career mentor. I have a mentor like for virtually every aspect of my life, and I've transformed over the years with different mentors. So somewhere along your journey, right, your time with a mentor may lapse, in the sense that even you yourself and the mentor know that this relationship has gone beyond mentorship, right? So the mentor has guided you to a level. They know that okay, this person can just be, right? So at that point, you may transition to looking for other mentors who would be willing to take it up from there. So for me, all the times that I've felt like giving up, I must admit that it is my mentors who were my number one go-to persons, and they spurred me on, challenged me, gave me the mental strength and the will to keep moving. Right. As for networking, when I decided to put up all of my community development ideas into setting up an organization in itself, right? It is networking that made me able to get the first team that started this journey with me. So I remember then that I spoke with uh, somebody whom they barely met. Right, we met at an event, and we discussed on some of the things that we were willing to do. And then I discovered that we had similar goals. Right, so after telling this person that all of the things that I've mapped out for myself, I intend to now begin to implement them through an organization, right, which I at that time wanted to start. So this person was able to help me reach out to some other persons who had similar goals. And before you know it, we formed a team. We formed a team and we started the organization. So I can tell you that some of those people we started together are no longer in the organization, right? But the roles that they played in setting the organization on its feet, the roles that they played in laying the foundation that the organization now stands on, the roles that they played in guiding other people that joined the organization in later years, it is still something that remains of value till today. So both networking and mentorship have been like a solid base, have been the ladders on which I have personally climbed upon. And I encourage every young person to uh, uh, look look into networking and mentorship if they want to grow fast and go far.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. One of the things I've been able to establish is the fact that mentorship and networking is very, very important. And what's the code now? Networking is actually something every one of us should actually do, like every minute, every day. One of the things, I think I read a book or somebody was talking about it. Maybe I was in the program, and the person said that when you are in the bus, you should network. When you are going home, you should network. Whenever place you had, you should network. I'm someone that I don't always want to be forward, and that's the mentality. So, but over the years, I realized that it's always very good to be forward. It's very
It is
good
actually.
to be forward. But in Africa, we felt like when it's a bad thing, but it's a very good attribute
But
for
the
networking.
Yorubas will say, any old bear.
Oh, bear. Yeah, like you're forwarding as in too much. Like,
Exactly.
oh. But it's a very good thing when you actually have that attribute. It's a very good thing. And if there's one of the things that actually put me um down a bit is the networking thing. Is the networking thing. And till now I'm still trying to, take it up and everything. Sometimes when I meet people, I've met a lot of great people and everything, but keeping that relationship, because when you network, it's actually very good to keep that network, to keep that relationship. And one of the things I do now is when I have a friend, it automatically becomes my husband's friend, because my husband actually have this retainment. Me, I can be network. I can network with you, but that network can be, you know, do you know this? You know, a smoke.
The
You know,
capacity to
smoke.
retain. Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
Just
smoke
catches
just
off.
dies
Just
immediately.
catches off.
Yeah, if I love you with all my heart, I do everything. I can go when you, even if we don't talk for 1 year, and you chat me after 1 year that Funke, I need this, I need your help, I will still go all out for you. But you know, that relationship is very, very important too, and everything.
Yeah, it is
So
actually.
it automatically becomes they automatically becomes my husband's friend, because my husband actually knows. Sometimes my husband will say, Funke, have you called this person today? You are supposed to call this person. And see, relationship is give and take. That's what network is.
Yeah.
When you become friends with someone, when you network with someone, you should actually go all out. Like, okay, I just want to say hi. Uh, and that's why some people say, even if I don't call you, it doesn't mean that I don't. But I think it's networking and relationship is more than, it includes calling. Yes, it includes
Yes.
checking up. It includes being part of that person's life and every other thing. So if you are listening to this, if you really want to achieve your dream so fast, networking is one of the key, and mentorship. Because one of the things, there's this mentorship. I'm one of their mentor, and it's a program that one of the it's like an international program like that. So one of the things, if if you have been paired with me, if you have been paired with me, I make sure that whatever things that you said to do, because it's like 3 months program. So whatever you said to do, I'll make sure that you achieve that thing. So though it's an organization, but they will make sure that the money you pay, you get the value of that money you pay. They will pair you with mentorship, and you'll be able to talk with them. Their international mentorship and every other things like that. You talk with them, even if you can't see them, you talk with them, you tell them your dreams and aspirations, they'll be able to help you to achieve. So mentorship is so, so important.
Yeah.
And if you want
Yeah.
to
Funke,
get
let
close
me
to
add
someone,
something.
what did you say?
Okay, I want to add something to what you
Okay,
just said.
okay, please
So,
go on.
so one of the reasons why some people are filled with mentorship, right, is because they do not realize that even mentorship even a mentor and mentee, right, the relationship between a mentor and mentee is still give and take. So
Yeah,
a lot of times we want our mentor to go all out for us. We want to take everything from our mentor. We want to take their brains. We want to take their time. We want to take their money. We want to take their effort. We want to take like virtually every part of their life. Right? But we are
yeah,
not even willing or ready to give anything to the mentor. So
yeah,
this is not like paying the mentor for anything. No, it's not financial now. So take for instance, my mentor has a program that is being hosted, right? And I'm able to serve. I'm able to volunteer on that program. Why do I have to wait for my mentor to look for other people out there who can do the work that I can do, right?
yeah.
So why not? I'll just willingly I would say, okay, please, how can I support you with this program
That's
you're
it.
doing and all of
That's
that.
it.
So if you are not willing to give back to your mentor, you don't
Mm-hmm.
expect your mentor to continue to go all
That's
out.
it.
You
That's it.
get so that's one of the challenge that a lot of young
Yes,
people have.
yes,
So they'll say, this
yes.
mentor, this mentor is not doing this mentor is, you
Mm,
get, but if you as a person, you must also be willing to give, right? So
yes,
your mentor is not mandating you to say, bring your money, bring this, bring that, you get. But however it is, you must be willing to support
mhm,
your mentor in the ways that they also need support. So this
yeah,
thing is a give and take,
yeah,
actually.
yeah. Thank you so much for that point. Thank you so much, because a lot of people expect so much from mentors, and they feel like, what is this person giving me? So that's it. And I wanted to say something, that one of the ways you can get close to people is through whatever program they are doing, just like you said. Like, okay, if you are a mentee now and I'm your mentor, if I see your consistency in whatever I do, if you know, like I'm having a program, you shared it, you do a lot of things, definitely I'm seeing that this person is getting involved. He's trying to get
Definitely.
involved in me. He's trying
Yes.
to move
Yes.
close. He's trying to. So that's how it is. Anyway, it is well. It is well. Okay. I think we should just, our time has gone. So I'm going to be asking the last question.
Okay.
I'm going to be asking the last question. And a lot of people want to actually do something. They want to, it might not be establishing NGO like us, the way we have. It might be just pursuing that their dreams. Because sincerely, there is a lot of challenges out there. There is really a lot of, and one of it is fund. It's fund. Some people, they want to do their masters. They want to,
Mhm.
whatever dreams, because there are actually a lot of dreams. There are a lot of things people want to do.
Yeah, yeah,
Now,
definitely.
what advice will you give as somebody who is who has who actually have dreams, achieve? I know you still have a lot of dreams that you still want to achieve also. So
Definitely so much.
yeah. So what are the challenges? As for me too, I have a lot of dreams. Like, is my head is like dream. It's full of dreams. It's full of dreams, but you know. So what are the challenge? I mean, what are the advice you are going to give?
Okay, so thank you very much for that question. So first, I want to mention that for everybody who has dreams, for everybody has dreams actually,
Yeah.
right? So I want to first of all tell you that every day that you wake up with life, every day that you are alive is a day to move closer to your dreams. So don't wait till when everything seems like it's rosy or uh, all set for you. Because the truth is, there's no time when everything will be all set for you.
Mm,
So you
yeah.
need to, so you need to wake up daily to move closer to your dreams. You need to uh, begin to take consistent actions, right? Because the consistency of your actions can determine what the future will be for you.
Mm,
So
mm,
if you want to, for instance, if you want to come back to your house, right, all stress free, and you want to be relaxed when you come back, it begins with laying your bed in the morning when you wake up.
mm,
So as a simple act as laying your bed when you get up in the morning can go as far as helping you relax when you come back in the evening. So it means that you have to wake up every day with intentionality. You have to be really intentional about the end, right? About the end. So that is one. So I also want to mention that you have to avoid uh, the regrets of the end time. So what I call the regrets of the end time is this: when a lot of people will get to the point of death, right,
mm,
and they will regrets. So
mm,
some of the regrets that they would have is that they had that song in them that they did not sing all through their lives until the last moment. They would regret the fact that they had that potential in them which
mm,
they did not explore up to the last moment.
mm.
So there are a lot of regrets. Can you still hear me? Can you still hear me?
Can I do what?
Am I still audible?
Yeah, yeah, you are, you are.
Okay, so there are a lot of regrets that people have, and most of these regrets come from not doing what you should have done
Mm,
while alive,
mm,
simply because you were procrastinating, simply
mm,
because you were waiting for a particular bright moment before
mm.
taking that chance
Decision.
to
Yeah.
do, yeah, to do what you are supposed to do. So for every dreamer out there, right? I want you to wake up every day to chase your dream.
Mm.
Every single day that you are alive, every single day that you have life in you is
Mm.
another opportunity to chase
Yeah.
your dreams.
Mm.
So do not wait until the last moment so that you will not end up with the regrets of the last moment.
Mm. Thank you so much, and it's actually nice to have you. Thank you so much. If you're just joining this live session for the first time, his name is Sijuade Akinyemi-Eshilokun. Do I get right? Do I get that right?
Eshilokun.
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 Ah,
Yeah,
Eshilokun. Okay,
yeah.
so and um, he's a founder. Is he has it belongs to three boards of committee, and he has taken different awards. Is actually someone great and still growing, and you know going global. And one day I'm going to come back here to celebrate you more and more and more. So we are now friends. And if I didn't chat you, please, I've told you my own my own weakness a bit. I told you my own weakness a bit. So
That's fine. Understood.
and I'm going to add your number to my husband's list so that my husband can actually also be your friend also. And that's
That's
where I actually try to keep my friends very close to me, because I know my husband is the type that keeps friends, knows how to do it.
fine.
Okay, so thank you so much for being on this show. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And it is my prayer that every one of us will become great, will become whatever things we want to be, and every obstacles on our way that are being taken away. So if you are joining, I would if you are just joining, I won't say you've missed a lot. You've actually missed. So you might need to watch this video from the beginning. But before we round up, I wrote some things here, and I said dreams are powerful. They give us direction, motivation, and reason to pursue forward, to push forward. But the path to achieve them, they are not always very easy. Achieving your dreams is not an easy thing. Challenges will come, self-doubt, you feel like, no, I don't think I belong here. I've actually thought of that several times while growing up. I felt I don't belong here. This is not where I belong. This is not the right thing for me to do. you know Societal expectations, people have the expectations about you. Number one, they want you to marry at this age. When you finish your um whatever school, probably higher institution, the society, they have this age, or this arrangement. After your secondary school, your higher institution, after your higher institution, they believe after you've gotten at least work, you should get married. That is the arrangement. And every other things, they felt like, okay, they have their own expectations about you. And there's always an unexpected setback. Some things we don't even arrange for comes in, and you feel like, is this me? Is this where I belong? Sometimes we put in a lot of applications. I can't count how many applications I've put in that they've rejected. Even last week, or today is Saturday, right? This week I still got, unfortunately, you know, I still got, unfortunately, because the way they give us feedback here is they will say, unfortunately, you've not been chosen. Unfortunately, your application have not been picked. That's the way they put their own words, unfortunately. So there has been a lot of unfortunately and setback, and definitely there will be. It's part of life. I'm used to it. But one of the things that I want us to know is the differences between those who achieve their dreams and those who don't is resilience and faith. When you have faith in yourself, you believe in yourself, and you believe in God. And one thing you should do is you believe in yourself more than everyone out there. And if there's one thing that Shijua just said when he was talking about barriers, is the fact that you have to, you know, believe in yourself. You have to tell your story. You have to believe so much in yourself that that thing that you are doing is right. So it's about standing up every time you fall. Chasing your dreams, it's about, against all odds, it's about standing up every time you fall, trusting that every step back is a setup for something greater, and believing that God is working things out somewhere. And if there's one thing that has helped me, despite everything and everything, is that I believe that no matter what happens, I'm going to be somebody great, and I'm still growing. Every one of us, we are still growing to that place we want to be, to that peak of our career. So we are still growing. So as individual, there will be challenges. And if there's another thing I want you to stick to us, is success isn't about a perfect path. It's about the courage to keep moving despite uncertainty, knowing that with God, nothing is impossible. No matter how tough the road gets, trust His plan for your life. Trust whatever things He has laid in your heart to do. Just keep moving, never give up on it. And conclusively, I'm going to be, there are a few ways that every one of us, when we want to achieve our dreams against all odds, if there's one thing I have, highlighted here on my system from what is said, is have a clear vision, what you want to do. Divine what you want to do, have a clear vision, what no matter what it is, just keep going about it, just keep doing it. 7 years of establishing something, it's not something easy, but because it had, that part, this is what I want. Even when there is challenges, fun issues, a lot of people, they started together, they are not even there again, despite everything. And if there's something he said, is that at a point he wanted to give up. And everyone, we get to that point that we feel like it doesn't worth it. But if we keep at that thing that we do, you will know that at the end it's worth it. You know, I remember there was a time when I served, when I served that's as a core member, that day I cried. Like I literally looked up and I cried because it's been my dream. Everyone will have it might not be serving. Everyone, my dream, to you, my dream, I felt like serving is one of the little things, but I actually know where I'm coming from. I know my background, I know everything I've gone through. So for me, serving was a big deal. And that day when I served, I looked up like this, I was crying. I felt fulfilled. I felt really happy. So having clear vision is very, very important. That okay, this is it, this is where you want to go, and this is the path you wanted to take. Number two, trust in God. Whatever things you believe in, trust in it. Trust in God. Trust in God that you will be, no matter the challenges. This is just a phase and is going to pass. Then still resilient. Still resilient. Just, keep doing whatever things you want to do. And that is same. It's easy to establish something, but it's not easy to keep at it, to maintain it, to keep running it over the years. And that is why I want you to celebrate this man on the screen, because 7 years is not a joke. Having an NGO, something that you are not even being paid for, not even a business, something that you are not even being paid for 7 years, and it's still running. A lot of people establish NGO and it's fade away. 1 year, 6 months, 2 months, it's fade away because they can't keep at it. Because of the, it's not even about fund now. They can't keep at it. So resilient, staying resilient is very, very important. And when you fail, you learn from the failure. Keep moving forward with determination. You become that person you want to be. Then another thing is surround yourself with the right people, and that's why we talked about network. That is very, very important. Networking and mentorship is very, very important, to surround yourself with great people. One of the ways you can go into mentorship, if there are a lot of people on online that a lot of people want to move close with, but we can't move close with them. But these people, they have mentorship programs. You can sign up. It might be something you will sacrifice for. Now there's somebody that I want to actually move close with, and I saw that the person has one-on-one mentorship recently, and the mentorship costs over 500,000. And I felt, oh my God, how do I see this money? I was telling my husband last week, I said, babe, I think this mentorship, I want to do it too. Now, the reason I want to do the mentorship now is not only because of that program. You understand what I'm saying? But because that person, if I join that class, that person is going to have more value on me. I'm going to be able to my dreams, because what I do is what the person does. As in, there's this, and that is
You
very,
can
very
relate
important
to
when
it.
you want to join. Yeah, so it will make me grow faster, it will make me move faster. I've been doing it alone, I've been growing on my own for the past years. I've not seen this shift, you understand, this tangible shift. So now, for me to see this tangible shift, I have to move close to somebody who already have a kind of a big audience, a kind of, you understand what I'm saying? That I need to move closer with, that can pull me up. And if the person posts me on the social media, I feel like, okay, this person, you understand what I'm saying? So that kind of mentorship class is very, very important for me. I felt it's important for me. And network, you have to network when you are in the bus. You don't know. The next person that might be sitting beside you. You don't know. And when you have friends, just keep in contact with them. Just try. I remember there was a time I was working with Polaris Bank, and that time there was one colleague of mine who left Polaris Bank as at that time. And when he left Polaris Bank, he joined a big bank with full staff level, because we were both not even full staff at Polaris Bank. We were temporary staff. So he joined a big bank from that same role with, higher pay, car and everything. And this guy, when he was with us, sometimes, now that sometimes we do have arguments, normal things. And that is where, just no individual, and you don't have to keep malice with people because you felt that this person, and you don't know who is going to help you. This guy, he's always following up on me. Hi, my husband knows him. So we just get this relationship and everything. Before you know it, this guy recommended me to that bank. I moved from being a contract staff, a contract staff to a full-time staff, and with high pay, with you know official stores and everything. So it was really funny, and it was somebody who recommended me. So you don't even know who is who. You don't know who is who. There are some relationship that you felt this person could never funny for me. This person does not have value. And the person you sit together, this guy will sit together and everything. And I can never imagine that is this guy that is going to recommend me in the future. Do you understand what I'm saying? So now, whoever people has brought, God has brought to your life at any point, they are very important. They have reasons, and that is why you should keep them in contact. You should just say hi, hello, good morning. I just want to say hi. Those things are so important. And if there's any opportunities to, they can remember you. And quickly take action, even in fear. My husband knows me. I'm a risk taker. I just
That's what we call doing it afraid.
I don't I don't want to think about it like too much. I just take action. As long as it's being pressed in my heart, being repeatedly pressed on my heart, that is how I've been working. And it's been working for me. And it's very, very important. Sometimes you will have a dream, something will pop up on your heart. And before you know it, that thing that you said you were thinking of, your neighbor is also thinking about it. And the person is going to do it before you. And you
For
feel
you,
like this person copied me. This
when you
person,
don't take action.
I feel like this person has seen my book, my diary. This person, you'll be shocked. The same thing, the same location. If I to be probably selling something, you will discover it's the same location of that market. That's the same place, and you'll be shocked. So always take action. And finally, develop a growth mindset. Just keep growing. Just keep growing. You know, keep growing. Keep growing. Thank you so much for watching Off Series with Olufunke, this live session today. And please let me follow this man. I don't know, is Andum. Facebook handle is Sijuade Akinyemi, and his work. Can you tell me about your work? Let's just have the handle of your work so they can follow, they can engage, whatever it is.
Okay, so let me type the
Okay, you can
page
type it.
in chat here.
Yeah, you can tag the NGO too. You can tag it. So
Okay.
thank you so much for joining. Thank you. everyone. This is Hope Series with Olufunke, and this is where we talked about dreams, purpose, not to give up on your dreams. So I try to bring individuals who are actually doing well, you know, in their own respective areas to actually encourage us, telling us about their story, the struggles, to encourage us not to give up on your dreams. If they can, definitely you can be whatever you want to be. Thank you so much. I remain Olufunke Tobiloba Ojelabi. And see you next week. Next week. Yeah. See you next week.
All right.
And
Thank you so
one of the
much.
what does this say?
Now, I'll say thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you too. I really appreciate you. Thank you for joining. Thank you for keeping up to time. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I will chat to you later now.
All
Very
right.
soon I'm going to chat.
All right.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Um so thank you so much everyone for joining today. Thank you. See you next week. And be good. Remember, this week is the week to take action on whatever things. And if you have questions, please drop your question below. I am going to answer. Is also going to answer at the comment section. Our time is gone, so just drop your comment, whatever things you want to drop your question, drop your comments, like, share, let somebody watch this video and tell me your views, tell me what you think. Thank you so much for joining. For everyone, I saw you. Thank you so much for joining. And you can follow him. You can follow his organization. Thank you so much, everyone. Remember, take actions, keep dreaming, never give up on your dreams. Bye.